Buenos dias. Good morning. Namaste. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Spain. Good evening. And also, good night, Australia. Let us calm down. Calm down. So that the mighty I Am presence can flow through us. Hi, Mexico. So now, let us start our ascension service in ascended master way. Welcome to the 7 Sacred Weeks, vlog 16. In today's service, we will perform contemplation of the I Am Presence chart. Theoretical part, we are going to talk about the nervous system just a little bit. And then we are going also to read some words of beloved Jesus on ascension. And then we are going to do Ascension Decrees to charge ourselves with the ascension flame and the ascension momentum of beloved Jesus. So, as ours, let us move our attention into our hearts. Just hold your attention upon your mighty I Am presence within your heart. Feel this presence within your physical body. Give thanks to your I Am presence. And send your love. It's enough to say, I love you, my beautiful presence. I love you. And let us start with the opening blessing. Beloved mighty and presence here, there, and everywhere, we love you, bless, and thank you forever, forever and beyond, for I am in you, and you are in me. We are one on this journey through eternity. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. And now let us just connect with our Christmas star above our house. Just feel that huge lighting, illuminating all the area where you live. visualizing millions of rays descending from that star upon the area where you are, blessing all human activities within your area. Also visualize the rays of light from that star blessing the nature within your area, the elementals, angels, and human beings. Charging and charging and charging everything with ascended master perfection of light. And now let us connect our star with the star above the Royal Teton Retreat, and just feel that huge star shining above the mountains, blessing America, Canada, and the world. Try to feel the pulsation of that retreat and the brotherhood of the Royal Teton Retreat, which is there. And this brotherhood will support us during our service. Visualize also our force field built up by our threefold flames together. Let us visualize the expansion of the light and power of our force field, enfolding and flooding the holy planet. And may the Ascended Masters use this cup of light made by our love to bless through us, through our force field, the holy planet. May the Ascended Masters protect us, our atmosphere, and our internet connection during this service. And I know it's done and it's sustained. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. And now let us take our water and call for the Elixir of Life. Beloved I am presence, Saint Germain, brotherhood of the Royal Teton Retreat, lords of the elements and powers of light. Please charge and charge this mineral water with whatever substances and virtues we need to restore the beauty, youth, health, vitality, and perfection of the Ascended Masters in our physical bodies. When we drink this water, at the end of our decrees, by the light of God that never fails, I command, I demand, and it's done right now. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. Beloved mighty and presence, beloved Jesus, beloved Saint Germain, please charge our water with the ascension flame today. So when we drink this water, we have a boost to achieve the victory of our ascension. And if possible, without going through the change called death. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. So let us leave the water to be charged in our decrees. And today we are just going to do a quickly contemplation of the charge because we have a very long service. So to start, just place yourself in the position of the Tila in the charge. Just feel yourself there and feel the blaze and action of the violet flame in, through, and around you. Also, feel the tube of light descending from the presence and clothing you in the perfection and blessings of the light. Feel the sparkling light of your tube of light, and then combine the violet flame blazing and the tube of light. Feel the violet flame blazing and in, through, and around the violet flame, this tube of light. Now, just place the blue lightning of cosmic Christ purity around of your tube of light. In one activity that gives you 100% of protection in this world. Now, connect with the rays of light from your electronic body. Just feel your I am presence and the ring of colors of your causal body around, building up the body of the presence. And feel these rays of the presence expanding, flooding, and blessing your holy world. And now feel the whole activity of your electronic circle of protection. The violet flame blazing, the tube of light clothing you, the wall of blue flame sealing this tube of light, the causal body, and the mighty, intelligent presence within it, your I am presence. And hold this vision always. And let us make the calls for the electronic circle of protection. Beloved and mighty I am presence, ascended masters, Elohim, archangels, our higher mental bodies and cosmic beings of light. I am the violet flame in, through, and around my four lower bodies, always sustained in God's purity. I am that I am, I am that I am, I am that I am. I am one with my source of life, the cosmic light, God Almighty, fulfilling all this call, I am. I am The beauty, perfection, and power of my tube of crystalline white light substance, always bright, radiant, and full of vibrations of light that makes and keeps me invisible and invincible to all human creation now and forever. I am that I am, I am that I am, I am that I am. I am one with my source of life, the cosmic light, God Almighty, fulfilling all this call I am. I am the invincible power of the wall of blue flame, sealing my tube of light, giving me total protection against disturbance, elements, and human suggestions. I am that I am, I am that I am, I am that I am. I am one with my source of life, the cosmic light, God Almighty, fulfilling all this call I am. And I am the invincible power of my electronic circle of protection, now manifested and forever sustained. So feel it. I am the invincible power of my electronic circle of protection, now manifested and forever sustained. I am the invincible power of my electronic circle of protection, now manifested and forever sustained. I am that I am, I am that I am, I am that I am. I am one with my source of life, the cosmic light, God Almighty, fulfilling all this call I am. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. And I call, beloved, mighty and presence and ascended masters of light. Please keep us within this almighty protection of our electronic tube of protection, so we may be on this planet, fulfill our divine plan, help others in the fulfilling of their divine plan, but never more be touched by human creation. We are so thankful, and I know it's done and it's sustained. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. And now, dear hearts, we are going to continue the subject of the man and his bodies. And today we are going to talk a little bit about the nervous system. So last week we saw that matter within a solar system, it exists on 7 planes. That we will place more emphasis on studying the 3 densest planes of our system. That means the mental, emotional, and physical bodies. And we start by talking about the physical plane. So we saw that our physical body and our etheric body function in this physical plane. And the physical body being made of the 3 densest subplanes of this physical plane that are the solids, liquids, and gases. And our etheric body are made up of the 4 different ether of these subplanes of the physical plane. So that we call the ether 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we also talk that the physical body and the etheric body are always together because both work on the physical plane, and that means even when we are asleep. And I told it because many people make confusion and think that they can travel to places or retreat in this etheric body, and it's not the case. So we ended last week talking or reading some words from Annie Besant, who told us that the physical body was made for our use and not us for the use of the body. There is such wisdom within this sentence. And so we need to refine this vehicle so that it can be a perfect instrument at the service of the great consciousness that we are, the mighty and presence here in this physical body within our threefold flames. And today we are going to continue talking about the physical body and show how impulses from the world are transmitted to the internal bodies and vice versa. And for that, we need to explain a little bit, or we need to know a little bit the nervous system. The nervous system, I may say, it's certainly one of the most important systems of our body. It is related to the understanding, perception, and response to the internal stimuli in the environment that surrounds us. Therefore, we may say that we communicate with the external world through our nervous system. And what is more important than that, through it, we are also able to communicate with the highest levels of our beings. So it's really important, this knowledge of the nervous system. It's, of course, we do not need to go deep in this knowledge, but we need to have a general look on it so we may use it for the achievement of our ascension. And so today we are going to start it because the session is too big, but we are going to continue it maybe in another sessions, maybe not talk too much about the technical part, but as we develop this subject of man and his bodies, we are going to come back to this nervous system maybe few times to understand how it is so important. So here I have made just a little chart so we can understand it or have a general look on it. The nervous system is divided into parts, the central nervous system and the peripheral nervous system. The central nervous system, we say, is the body's master control unity. It's composed of the brain stem that is here, and the spinal cord. So brain stem, and the spinal cord. And the peripheral nervous system is the link of the body with the outside world, and is composed about all the rest nerves of our body. So here, the brain stem that is here, that make the connection of the brain with the spinal cord, and all the other nerves are or build up the peripheral nervous system. And what we may see very Yes, in a very simplified way, that the peripheral nervous system is divided into the autonomic nervous system and the somatic nervous system. The autonomic nervous system regulates involuntary bodily processes like our heart beat, our breathing, breath, may say respiration, our digestion, our people contraction, and it operates automatically without our conscious direction. And the somatic nervous system carries the sensory information from the sensory organs to the central nervous system, and it is related to the movements of our body. And we may say also, because this chart we are going to use it for understanding the other things in our knowledge part of ourselves in the future. But this autonomic or involuntary part of the nervous system is also subdivided into parts. The parasympathetic nervous system, I hope I speak it in the right way, I don't know, and the sympathetic nervous system. The parasympathetic is that part of the nervous system that works when we are rest and when we digest things. It calms the body, because if we are at rest, we don't need too much energy. And so the system calms our body to conserve energy. So we don't waste energy without any reason. And the sympathetic, it works more when we are active and alert. So it prepares our body for action and in the situations where we are under stress. People say that is called the system for fight and flight. If you have an unexpected attack, for example, in the street, you may run away very quickly without thinking. That is generated by the action of this part of the nervous system, because you have inside you this already record that in a situation of dangerous, you need to run away. So it works automatically. You don't think about. So that is really important to see this chart, because here today we are going just to note that all automatic activities carried by the involuntary nervous system, sympathetic and parasympathetic, are due to the repetition of the same activities or functions over eons. So today it works automatically, but once upon a time, we may say that it was different. I wrote here, during the time our bodies were constructed, these movements were controlled by the animal within ourselves. But along the time, embodiments, and I am not talking just embodiment of myself or you, I am talking about the races, the ages, all those activity that before have been controlled by the will, the consciousness within the physical body or the animal body through repetition, it in the end become just independent, carrying out automatically all the normal vital activities of our bodies. So, and why it's happened? It's happened because in that moment when our bodies were constructed, we were not doing external communications with the world. We were more concentrated in the body, in the development of the activities within our body. So our consciousness was holding in the construction of the body. But as the body now is a very good instrument, that consciousness, that great consciousness, just put someone or something to control those activities and raise it to control, for example, the emotions, to develop the emotional bodies that we have today. And so, and that vital activities began to be controlled by the elemental of our bodies. No, and for this reason, we shall not come back to try to control these activities. There are people that try to control the digestion, things like that. It's not good because in this level of evolution would be involution to try to come back to that control. You don't need eating anymore because now our conscious needs to be focused on the achievement of the power and powers of our mental body for the achievement of our ascension. So we may say that for this reason that Saint Germain many times say, you may call, I am the perfect control of this body, I am the health of my organs, I am the perfect digestion, I am a clear thinking, but that means I am the great presence of life in control of these things, but you don't need really to go deep in that control and fix your attention and feel the activity of your stomach, for example, of your intestine. That would be involution. It needs to be automatic because the power of our consciousness today needs to be focused in the achievement of our emotional control, mental control, and our ascension. And so we are going to focus our attention more in the central nervous system because it is linked to our willpower. And it is our instrument of thought by which we feel, move on the physical plane. And it is consisted on the cerebral spinal axis. And that is so important that we are going to link it with the heartstrings of the soul in the future. So I don't know, we are going to have ourselves a little bit of knowledge, and so we are going to develop it more. And for this reason, because through this cerebral spinal axis, we have the threefold flame in this part here. And the threefold flame is the dwelling place of our I am presence. And how our threefold flame can govern the whole body through the nervous system, through the impulses that run through the spinal cord and activate that powers within our brain. So we are not going to develop it, but it's so important, this part, that we may understand it a little better in the future. And we may say that now our consciousness, the body is not the conscious, but the dwelling place of the conscious in the body is in the heart and in the brain. So, and we are studying it because you see in our protocol we say that the higher mental body will be in the control of the physical or the outer activity. And the higher mental body needs to take complete control of our nervous system to perfectly govern our external activity on this physical plane. And for this to happen, our brain needs to be able to receive its impulses. So the nervous system, like all parts of the body, is made of cells whose health largely depends on the substance we ingest. So therefore, if we ingest a toxic substance or dense substance, our brain becomes a rustic instrument and completely inadequate for the use of the higher mental body. The higher mental body cannot work through the brain if it doesn't have the perfect vibration. So we will barely note the impulses coming from our I am presence if our brain is not able to perceive them. And if we try to capture something from above without a good device for it, it will probably be completely distorted due to the instrument's inability to clearly capture the higher vibrations. This is one of the factors that causes so much distorted information from the majority of the channeling material. And also is the main reason that sometimes we think we are fallen an impulse and come from the heart and end up getting into a big trouble. We say if you follow your heart, everything you'll be all right. But sometimes we think we are following our heart, but we end up getting in confusion. And so it's because sometimes, and I put it here, the promptings come from the electronic body through the higher mental body into the heart. We feel them. But the physical instrument for decoding the message, our brain, being incapable of recognizing that pure information, that higher vibration, opens itself to vibrations from levels or planes below the higher mental body, the psychic plane, which infiltrate and confuse that pure information with the aggregates of the emotional and lower mental levels of our beings, where we find our fear, our resistance of our negative accumulation. So, therefore, we can realize the importance of our diet, because through the correct nutrition, we can build a physical device, our brain, suitable to support the very higher frequencies that it is changed from the electronic body, so that we can achieve our ascension, and if possible, without going through the process called death. And talking about ascension, we are going to let this subject, this knowledge, this study of man and his body aside, and we are going to talk about our ascension. And I put here in a very simplified way that we can ascend in two ways in this moment. It's not really so, because this first option also is subdivided in several options. So, but we are not going to develop it today. Just talk that we can do the ascension through the conscious elevation or raising of the substance of the four lower bodies to the perfection of the higher mental body consciously. And in this case, the ascended master that come forth has complete control over his atomic structure on all the levels of his being, and that means he can freely move from the higher spheres to this human octave and vice versa. So, that is the way that beloved Jesus, Saint Germain, and many other ascended masters like Hermodha have done the ascension. And we have the new dispensation that is not so far. That was a very great gift that was conceived by the karmic boards for all of us, that the student can accept ascension when he consciously clears more than 51% of his negative accumulation. So this 51, he needs to do great effort to reach, and then the another 49 will be a gift of other masters that will help him or her to achieve the ascension. And in this way, in this last way, the negative part of ourselves in the end of our life span is concentrated in the body, in the physical level of our body of flesh. And this substance is purified through cremation. So in this way, to achieve the ascension, the body needs to be cremated. Otherwise, it cannot be. But through cremation and the help of the ascended masters, it can be possible that they make really, they concentrate the lower levels in this densest matter in the physical plane, that when through the fire of cremation is purified and returned to the universal, and the positive part is concentrated in the etheric body that will disappear too. But the best part is then absorbed by the higher mental body. But in this case, when that happens, the ascended master, many students of the new dispensations, I am activity, the bridge to freedom, the sunlight house, and so on, achieve the ascension through this second dispensation. But they don't have acquired conscious control of the atomic structure of their body. So they are unable to build a denser vehicle to contact the students in this human octave. They can only do that if there is an ascended master behind them, help them with this materialization of the physical body, they can do that, but without the help from another ascended master. They cannot do that because the atomic, the mastery over the atomic structure of this denser level of our beings, that this physical garment is just possible when we have this body, when we are within a body of flesh. So in both cases, there is always a lot of help from a group of ascended masters, so someone may reach the attention. When you do this control by yourself, you do it by yourself, but under the guidance of one ascended master. Without this guidance, we would be, it would be impossible to do it alone. It would be really impossible, I may say it to you. And so even in the first case and in the second case, I don't need to say you there is the help of many ascended masters. Normally in the moment of the raise and of this energy, also during the cremation, they are there to guarantee that the part that needs to be cremated and be purified are really done, and then also to draw this substance from the etheric level so that it also can be like cremated by the energy of the ascended masters in our own higher mental body. So there is at least 12 ascended masters helping us in this process, and sometimes even more. So in both cases, we need the help of the ascended masters. And I would like to read before the decrees some words of beloved Master Jesus from the voice of the I Am on ascension. He told us, the ascension takes more than just your call for the ascension. An individual may call persistently for the ascension, and if that one does not call this cosmic flame of cosmic love into the outer activity to assist the beloved mighty and presence in raising the vibratory action of the atomic structure to the point where the light is in full command, and unless there is conscious cooperation given in the outer self, just the call alone will not purify the body. There has to be the obedience, and that obedience is the release of this cosmic flame of cosmic love eternal. And more than that, dear ones, that obedience is really doing the things that we needed to do to prepare our physical bodies for that gift of ascension. And beloved Jesus continue. How do you suppose I, in my higher mental body, roll the stone away from the sepulchre? I hope I said it rightly. By the conscious use of the cosmic flame of cosmic love, because its concentrated electronic force is the master power of creation, and anything that flame touched did my beating instantly. When I healed, as that cosmic flame went forth, everything, all energy, did my beating instantly. But only because there was nothing in me to defy that which was greater than I, the mighty and presence within, nor anything in the outer world that ever dared defy my authority. When there is no longer a defiance in your feelings of the requirements of life in the fulfillment of the divine plan, so that means we do what we need to do. We do our part, and we are willing and to do it happily. There will be no defiance in the outer world against you. You'll be master over destructive forces. So that was the words of beloved Jesus. And now I just want that you contemplate the presence of beloved Jesus. Yesterday was the day of his ascension. That always happens for the day after the Easter, the Sunday of Easter. So let us just feel beloved Jesus and the ascension flame that is radiant, bright, white, flooding and surround us. Feel that beloved Jesus charge you in this moment with his momentum of ascension. And let us call. I am absorbing beloved Jesus' ascension flame. I am anchoring beloved Jesus' ascension flame. I am expanding beloved Jesus' ascension flame. I know I am. Beloved Jesus, ascension flame. And now, while we do our decrees, just feel that you are dwelling within the ascension flame, with the blessings of beloved Jesus, Saint Germain, and our dear Serapis Bey. So let us call together, beloved, mighty and presence and great host of ascended masters. I demand, I command the fulfillment of the divine plan for all mankind, which means the ascension of every life stream, as well as the purifying and rewarding of the conditions in our nation, which have been thrown out of balance through mankind's discord, defiance, and rebellion against God, the beloved mighty I am presence. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. Through the beloved mighty and presence which I am, I demand, I command the ascension for everybody and everything on this planet, of all plant life, all substance and all energy. I demand the ascension of everybody and everything on this planet, out of everything that has ever been human, and into the invincible God victor of the ascended masters Octavian. As I continue to make it this call, more and more light comes into my word, more and more harmony, and less limitations. My momentum one day will reach the point of saturation, and I go into the blazing light of my higher mental body forever. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. And beloved, mighty and presence, I demand, I command the invincible consciousness of the victorious Christ, the beloved, mighty and presence in cosmic action, flood through the mental and feeling world of all mankind. Find all individuals awake to the acceptance of the ascension, while their attention is upon it. May the higher mental body of each one grip the outer self and shake it free from the discord of human desire. Illuminate again this nation and fire the people awake with the demand that God's invincible authority commanded this nation. Bring about those charged which hold it untouched by distress in the rest of the world. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. And beloved and mighty and present and great host of ascended masters, I demand not one day pass that my beloved I am present does not brace through me the power to bring this knowledge of the beloved mighty and presence in the ascension to the rest of mankind, to live and annihilate all grief, take away all doubt and fear, remove all uncertainty, and set all on the pathway of conscious attainment, so they choose it of their own free will. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. And beloved, mighty and presence, I demand and I am the sacred fire controlling me and the sacred fire's world around me, the sacred fire's possession and control of me until my ascension. I go forth to stay determined to exert my mastery and control of energy by the power of the sacred fire, which does forever give me all good things until the fullness of my ascension. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. Beloved and mighty and presence, I am enfolded in the world of the heart flame of the sacred fire. May it become around me a sun to forever set me free. Free all I contact and lift all into the perfection of the ascension. Let's feel the whole mankind ascending into the higher mental levels, here, there, and everywhere. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. And beloved, mighty and presence, I demand all mankind attain the ascension, the original divine way, without passing through the change called heaven. I accept the enjoyment of making my ascension, the original divine way, without passing through the change called heaven. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. The original divine way is that first way that we do our ascension by conscious control of the substance in our four lower bodies. That is the divine way, the original divine way of doing it. Of course, is also the most difficult one. So let's feel the ascension flame blazing and blazing and blazing in through and around us. And let's go on. Beloved, mighty and presence and great host of ascended masters, I demand invincible power of the ascended masters, cosmic light, now enfold me, so may assist all I contact to understand more about ascension and make the conscious call for it to be accomplished in this embodiment without fail. Beloved, mighty and presence, in the name, love, wisdom, power, and authority of my own free will, I demand the cosmic purity, power, and love of the sacred fire from Venus come forth into all physical conditions in this world, purify and raise all life streams of this world into the fulfillment of the great divine plan of their ascension. Beloved, mighty and presence and mighty ruler of the violet planet, by your invincible love, draw in and around me the victorious power from the violet planet. Form around me a sphere of its action as an invincible word for me of its cosmic power and victory. Let the ascended master's love concentrate in and around me as a world in which I abide until my ascension is complete. Beloved, mighty and presence and mighty Saint Germain, I give you unconditional freedom through this outer self, Expand the unfed flame in my heart and produce perfection in my being and word. Raise me into my ascension quickly, the original divine way without passing through the change called death. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. And beloved, mighty and presence I am, the cosmic laws demand for whatever obedience is required to give me the ascension and my complete mastery over all things in this world, and the cosmic law itself becomes my mortal protection against the acceptance of anything but the joy of its love. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. Let's feel the ascension flame once more, blazing in, through, and around us. Just feel the white, radiant flame of ascension blazing in, through, and around you. And also feel the presence of beloved Jesus and all the ascended masters in, through, and around us. And let's continue. Beloved, mighty and presence, I demand the cosmic light substance condense into my body, into my mental and feeling world, and be the transmuting process which helps me to my ascension more quickly, the original divine way, without passing through the change called death. I feel this as a tangible substance within my flesh body and in the atmosphere about me. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. And beloved, mighty and presence and great host of ascended masters, I demand everything which must be done in preparation for the ascension. The cosmic law compels it to be done as the happiness of its immortal love, its protection by that love against anything of human interference, that we may go for the fulfilling the destiny in our service to life and finish what the higher mental body wishes us to accomplish until it is ready to draw us into itself. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. And beloved, mighty and presence, charge me with the cosmic Christ feeling of the magnetic pull of that love, which the Master Jesus now pours to the earth, together with the altar, cosmic beings and the great angelic host who are assisting him, his feeling of the ascension for all mankind, which becomes stronger hourly. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. Beloved, mighty and presence, I am the ascended Jesus Christ, fire love that commands forever. There shall be no death, and that which the human has accepted as death, I command annihilate. I demand mankind enter into the ascended Master's octave in the ascension without passing through the change called death. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. Beloved, mighty and presence, and beloved Master Jesus, I demand the etheric record of the ascension, which you left over the hill of Bethany, become such luminous and compel all mankind to see it. May the ever-expanding consciousness of the ascension and the invincible purity of the cosmic Christ possess the attention of all mankind, hold command of all feeling, and bless the light that is forever the master presence of the beloved mighty and presence everywhere throughout creation, which all are privileged to use and one day must become that perfection. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. And beloved mighty and presence, I demand mankind be compelled to awaken to the full understanding of the necessity of making the ascension and blaze the illuminant comprehension of how to do it through the victory and power of the secret love star. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. And beloved, mighty and presence and great host of ascended masters, compel the outer self of everyone under this radiation, made and kept pure enough, obedient enough, loving enough, kind enough, invincible enough, free enough, victorious enough, and all-powerful enough to attain the ascension as beloved David loyalty, that we may not have to pass through what the world calls death, that we may fulfill the requirement of the cosmic law of this cycle, that it may become the established accomplishment, habit, and law of action for those who follow, so mankind will accept it as a natural thing and possible of accomplishment. I demand this come forth now as the great central sun magnets love and give to mankind within the Americas and also the world. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. And beloved in mighty and presence, take complete command of my mind and body now. Prepare me for what you want, have me do. I am ready, I am willing, and see that I make my ascension in this embodiment. I am the resurrection and the life, I am the ascension in the light. Beloved Master Saint Germain, beloved Master Jesus, and beloved Daddy, give me your limitless assistance to the attainment of my ascension in this embodiment. I shall endeavor to live accordingly. So help me, God, with all the love of my heart, I thank thee. Beloved mighty and presence, beloved Saint Germain, beloved Master Jesus, and beloved Daddy, forever. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. And beloved mighty and presence, I accept the attainment of my ascension in this embodiment. I wish it, I want it, I will it, and I call forth whatever cosmic Christ love from the beloved mighty and presence is required to help every nation out of the human into the divine. I demand the resurrection and the life of all on this earth into the cosmic Christ love, which gives the ascension to all. Charge, charge, charge. Each in, through, and around myself. As I move forward, miracles become the natural way of life. The cosmic blue flame of the ascended Master's love abides with me, and I know that is my home. And now, dear hearts, just feel the ascension flame blazing through and around you. And also feel the love, the presence of beloved Jesus surrounding you. Charging your four lower bodies with his momentum of ascension. And just feel that flame being anchored in your heart, and may the flame of ascension can hold command of your nervous system, making this light flow through all the cells of your body, all the organs, raising all the substance in your body into that perfection of the ascended master octave of light. Also, let's visualize the whole planet being flooded and surrounded by the ascension flame and the ascension momentum of beloved Jesus. Let's visualize the ascension flame blazing here, there, and everywhere. Let's visualize all the nations within the ascension flame. Let us visualize the animals, mankind within the ascension flame. Let's visualize all the forces of nature and the nature itself within the ascension flame. Let's flood the atmosphere with the ascension flame. And let's feel the ascension flame working here, there, and everywhere, raising everything, everyone into the perfection of light. That light of God that never fails to fulfill this call. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. And let's seal this visualization, decrees, and knowledge with the great invocation. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of men. Let light descend on earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of men. May Christ return to earth. From the center where the will of God is known, let purpose guide the little wills of men, the purpose which the masters know and serve. From the center which we call the race of men, let the plan of love and light work out and may seal the door where human creation dwells. Let light and love and power restore the plan on earth. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. And now, let us take our water and finish the call for the Elixir of Life. Beloved I am present, Saint Germain, brotherhood of the Royal Teton Retreat, lords of the elements and powers of light, please charge this mineral water with the blessings from the Ascended Master's octave of light, and put here all the substances you need to restore the beauty, youth, health, vitality, and perfection of the Ascended Masters in our physical bodies. Transmute this water into the Elixir of Life. Transmute this water into the Elixir of Life. Transmute this water into the Elixir of Life. We are so thankful. By the light of God that never fails, I command, I demand, and it's done right now. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. So let us visualize this water become a fire, water charged, especially with the ascension flame. And let us drink it together. Cheers. So put your attention on your heart, feeling your heartbeat, God pulsing, and bring life to your body. Pour your love upon this inner Christ presence. Pour your love upon all Ascended Masters, Elohim, archangels, cosmic beings of light, and all who have assisted us in our cause. Pour your love upon all life within this planet and earth itself. And may this mantle of love seal everything and everyone, blessing all life on this planet, and may this love alone rule us all today and forever. I am that I am, I am that I am, I am that I am. I am one with my source of life, the cosmic light, God Almighty, fulfill now this call, I am. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. So, dear hearts, let us send our love and gratitude to the Brotherhood of the Royal Teton Retreat, to our beloved Saint Germain, to our beloved Jesus, to the Brotherhood of Elixir, Seraph's Bay, and the Flame of Ascension. And also let us send again our love to our beloved mighty and presence. And let us trust that there is just this presence govern here, there, and everywhere. And with this trust, let's finish our calls with the closing blessing. Beloved mighty and presence here, there, and everywhere. We love you, bless, and thank you forever, forever and beyond. For I am in you and you are in me. We are one on this journey through eternity. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. And dear hearts, thank you so much for being here. I am so warmed by the Ascension Flame. Next week, we are going to have the vlog 17. I don't know. We are going to continue with our theoretical part, but we are going to add to it. I just don't know. Maybe we are going to do Violet Flame because it's so important. There is weeks that we have done it. We can repeat the Violet Flame session, or if you have some suggestion, I may accept it. Maybe the harmony that we need to repeat it too. Or maybe we can go again to the illumination temple. I don't know. If you'd like to give some suggestion, yes, of course, I need to see all them, and you may choose what the most would you like to do. But I think Violet Flame Harmony can be really nice and needed. Resurrection, or just repeat this session. I don't know. I go to ask my mighty and present Saint Germain, and also the mighty and presence within your hearts. I wish you a lovely, blessed weekend. May you enjoy your life, and as you enjoy life, you stay centered in your I am presence, doing your ascension. And I wish you, with all the love of my heart, the victory of the ascension without passing through the change called death in the original divine way. God bless you, and I see you next week.